everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Hangout with Kimani. If you're new here, please do me a favor and subscribe and also like this video. And if you're one of my old subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much for your support, for liking my videos and for sharing them with your family and your friends. Your support means a lot to me. So today I'm going to be talking about exams. And recently, like 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago, we did an exam. And it was like an exam that every pupil did. Like every pupil in Kenya, they did it. Like no matter what class you are in, except class 8 and class 4. Because since they went back to school earlier, they already had done it. So it's called Monitoring Learner Achievement at Primary School Level in Kenya. When I tell you that was, I think, the hardest exam I've ever done, it was the hardest exam I've ever done. I did not like it one bit. It was terrible, but I tried to have a positive mindset, although with an exam like that. So if you haven't watched my other video, it's here on something you need to stop, a habit you need to stop doing. And I tell you how late I was when I was going to the exam. So now I arrived and we're doing the exam. So like I'm there, like I'm doing the exam, I'm struggling, I'm sweating because this exam is really hard. Like it's maths time, okay? Maths exam time. It's really hard. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't like this. And then I turn the paper around. You know what I see? I see no choices. There is a question and I've spent working, no choices. And I'm like, game over. Because what? Yani, we have just come back from 9 months of almost not schooling. I could have cried. I was stamped. I didn't know what to do. It was something I didn't expect. Like no choices in an exam. Like what? that wasn't good. So I'm going to talk about the exam today, and that's my experience of a very difficult exam that I did. So exams are things that most people don't like, and I think that especially this exam was really necessary to show us where we were, because as I said, like 9 months of almost no school, then like you come back. I think that it's good to be given an exam to know like where you stand in your studies, like if you're still the same, if you're a little bit less or a lot less, or if you've even improved. Of course, we didn't do so well, but I hope that we can be doing better because of the virus, and it really didn't. That exam, it's still like, I still remember the exam, man. Most of the questions didn't have choices. Like if you didn't do the exam, it was like maths, like half of it has choices, the other half doesn't. English, some has choices, some don't. Kiswahili the same. Composition and English is the same. SST, some have, some don't. And then CRE, instead of 30 questions, there were 50 questions. And the last 20 didn't have choices. So it was a really hard exam that I didn't expect. So today I'm here to encourage you that if you have done an exam, then don't worry, because especially around right now during the COVID period, I know that you might not do so well, because I didn't too, because of the COVID period, and that it really makes your grades go down. But I'm here to give you tips on exams, to give you tips that I wish I had done when I was doing an exam. Number one is to revise. Because revision actually helps a lot, because you might be like, I don't want to revise, it's so boring. I mean, like, who wants to read when you have no homework, so you can just spend free time and sleep late? Like, no, please do revise, because it actually helps a lot. Because Kwanzaa, the questions that I had revised, I found them in the exam. And I'm like, you know what? I answered this question before, so it makes things so much easier. Number two, revise on the subjects that you don't like. Because I know people, I know you guys, when let's say it's time to revise for math and English, or science and Kiswahili, people tend to revise for science more than Kiswahili, because Kiswahili is hard, So revise for the thing that you don't like a lot. Between SST and CRE, people will revise for CRE. No, eat the hardest, eat the biggest frog first. Is actually a video on that. Eat the biggest frog first. Start with the hardest thing. So you revise with the hardest subject and then you go to the easier subject. Number 2, do not sleep late. No matter what you do, one of the worst mistakes you can make is sleeping late. I know you don't have homework, so you come, you don't follow your schedule, and you do everything because you don't have homework. You're supposed to be revising, but no, when in nanny, who revise me? No. So at least if you're not going to revise, then at least sleep early because sleep powers the brain. If you revise and then you sleep early, that information will be stored for a very long time. It gets transferred from your temporary memory place to your permanent memory place, which means that you have higher chances of passing when you've slept early than when you've slept late. Number 3, chew before the exam. Like, take chewing gum or something. Of course, it's probably not allowed in the exam room, but just before, it actually activates the brain and helps it function well. It's like a warm-up exercise. Number 4 is, I'm not really sure whether this works, but let's say you're revising and you take let's say a mango, and then right before the exam or when you're doing the exam, if that's possible, you take a mango, the same kind of mango. Then it's supposed to bring back memories. I'm not sure if it works. I've never tried it personally before, but I think that it's a really cool trick. So there are a lot of things that you should do. Oh my gosh, don't take coffee. Please don't take coffee. Caffeine will... Personally, I don't like coffee, so I've only taken it five times. 3 of them are in Java. The other 2, I needed to stay awake, and that's not even nice. So don't take coffee. Caffeine, you know what caffeine does? It will keep you awake. It will give you this rush of energy. But when it ends, you're in deep trouble. You're going to be exhausted. You're going to be sleeping when you're walking. And I'm not saying sleepwalking. You're going to be sleeping. You're walking and you'll fall asleep when you're walking. Because that's just... You'll be so tired. So it messes up your brain. Don't take coffee. Don't take caffeine. It's not it. And also another tip is take your breakfast. Because breakfast is a very good way to start your day off. Since it helps your brain also function well. Because it's like... They say in the morning, eat like a king. In the evening, eat like a normal person. And then, in the afternoon, eat like a normal person. And then in the evening, eat like a pauper. Because you do not want to skip breakfast. There are so many things that you should do, both scientifically and mentally, to help you pass the exam. But those are the tips that I had for you. Also, please don't worry. Please don't stress yourself out. Because when you stress yourself out when you have an exam, you're not going to do well. You're just going to be like, oh my god, am I going to pass this? You're just going to stress. It's not going to help you. So just relax, revise, sleep early, and treat yourself well. And that will be... I believe that those are good tips to pass the exam. And I'll definitely use that in my next exam. Because during this exam, I was so stressed. And I feel like that affected my grades. But anyway, those are the tips I have for you guys. Please make sure to use them. And if they work, please do tell me. I'd love to know. But those are just the ideas that I have, or the methods that I believe work. So what do you guys think? What ideas do you have that you usually use to pass exams? Please post them in the comment section below so that other people can also benefit from it. And we can also interact as a community. I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your family and your friends. Bye!